Welcome back to the Frugal Gardener's Garden. It is the middle of May. I am in zone 6B. Today it is overcast. Everything has finally been planted for the spring. And so today is a good day for what I call assessment day. It's time for me to look at what's working, but more importantly, what needs to be tweaked or adjusted. And I'm going to start over here. This is my nephew's patch. These are his Alpine Strawberries. They're doing well. Here's one coming up here. But I do see a few issues. These, well, actually, over here, these look a lot like the 4 o'clocks that I grow over here. That needs to be addressed. And back here is supposed to be lettuce, like here and here, except for there should be a lot more all through here, and they're not, and I'm pretty sure I know why. This is planted on a slope, and when we get rain, especially heavy rain, it washes the seeds down. So I planted here twice with limited success. So I can either switch to growing spinach here, or more than likely, I'm going to do starters. And then once I have some roots, I'll transfer the lettuce back in here. This is another problem area for me. Actually, two. This is supposed to be broccoli over here, which is not growing. This is where I planted my purple cabbage, which did okay in the beginning, but I think because of the constant change of temperature, I'm now having an issue. So I just replanted with regular cabbage. It's a hardier variety. So that is where I am now on that. Starting to get a little drizzle and trying to get this done. This is supposed to be carrots in here. It's kind of early for those to be coming up, but I do see the cucumbers coming up. So I'm happy with that. The cucumbers are on their way. I'm really happy with this. Yes, the strawberries are coming in pretty good. I have quite a few in this one pot. Keep this covered up. This is to keep the birds from getting to them. So there's a few more down here. But those are the areas I'm having problems with. And I'm having a bit of a problem over here. These are the potatoes that are coming up well. But here, this is where I planted the peas. And the peas are supposed to attach to here, exactly the way they're doing here. This is what I want. I want these to come over and go up this trellis. And so far, again, I'm having mixed success with those. I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm probably going to end up harvesting this elephant garlic and maybe one of the other ones. There's 4 or 5 back there because they're impeding the progress. They're going to wrap around the elephant garlic and not around the trellis. So that is something I'm going to have to take care of. Everything else over here looks good. And what else needs to be done? These pots need to be moved. I need to do a little cleaning up. The pots that I decided not to use for whatever reason, the containers, maybe they were too small, maybe I didn't have enough soil, but those need to go. So for the most part, I'm happy with the rest of the garden. I'm happy with what I'm seeing on the other side. Just wanted to let you guys in on what I am doing. I do have an issue with my compost. I had it covered. I'm not going to go over there today because it's starting to rain, but that's the problem. I had it covered with plastic when it was cool, and now it's filling up with water from the plastic. So I'm going to have to get that out because it's getting too heavy. Water is about 7 pounds a gallon, and it's probably about 4 or 5 gallons in there. So I'm going to take care of that. So now, for the one thing I said I was going to show you, something that I have not shown you before, and that is 3 things that I'm planting this year that you probably don't know much about. These little balls here, it's actually going to be tea plants. I attempted to grow these in the past, and it was a failure because these require a lot of work. There's something called stratification. You have to mimic winter. I had to put these in the freezer. I put these back in the winter, and I did put them in the freezer for a while. I think it has to be a minimum of 6 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. The directions are right here. And then you soak them. I soak them for a few days. These are supposed to crack open, and then you plant them. It's kind of it's a kind of a long process, and if you don't keep up with it, then you might as well not even bother, because you're not going to get the end result that you want. I really want to show you guys these. These are the sorghum seeds. Reason why is because not very many people grow these, and I wanted you to see what they look like. The plant gets about 6 feet tall from this little teeny seed. So just to give you an idea of what these look like, that's number 2. Third one, and probably the most interesting one, these purple beans here. Give you a good shot of these. I grew these 2 summers ago. These are Scarlet runner beans. And not only do you get food, actual bean, you actually get flowers. That's what attracted me to these. The fact that not only did I get these food, you actually got the flowers and the food, so it's kind of a bonus. I wasn't really excited about the taste, but I didn't really put the effort into trying different recipes, so I decided I'm going to give these another try this year. And well, worst case scenario, you can just let them dry on the vine and keep them for backup, or you can give them to friends. So these are the 3 things that I wanted to show you guys that you might not have seen before. This is the Frugal Gardener. It's starting to rain. I'm going to wrap this up. Please subscribe. Please click the bell at the top right hand side for notifications. Remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you in the next video.